We are finally done and back on the road as of today.
It feels so good. We have still a bit to do. Like there are like some loose ends that we have to figure out when we're somewhere down.
We just got to get out of here.
Yeah, but the majority of the build's done and it's time to hit the road. We just have one more stop.
Yeah, we're heading to Benny at Good Times Garage. We've got a couple little oil leaks that we want to get nipped in the bud. And he's reached out to us, just such a helpful dude. We already went to him before, but a couple more things we needed to order. So we're heading down there this morning, and then we're off. This afternoon we will be somewhere between Adelaide and Melbourne. Yay!
So, as you can tell, that didn't really work out. We are not where we thought we would be. And we are still at the mechanics. What a great start to the trip.
Yeah, let's go.
It's all part of the journey. So, yesterday we went to get like a general checkup.
Yeah, and to do the pinion seal on the rear diff the whole pinion needs to be replaced. So we've sorted that out, so that should be a pretty quick fix. But another issue got in the way of that. So we thought it might have been the fuel pump, but it's not, which is good. But the tank's pretty gunky, so we will end up having to replace the fuel tank, which is reminiscent of Vance. Vance had the same thing with a pretty disgusting fuel tank. But we think, so we replaced the carby, so the carby needs a bit of a tune up, but we think it might have gunked up the carby a bit as well. So hopefully we'll be able to clean the carby and it'll be fine. If not, they'll have to like dismantle it and give it a really good clean, and then hopefully that is just the issue, that it's just been gunked up. So pretty unfortunate and kind of annoying, but you know, the beauty of old cars. It's something like so simple, but it just means we just sort of now we've got some stuff to try and get into it this morning, and yeah, hopefully it goes smoothly.
The best part about breaking down when you live on the road is that you still have your entire home with you.
Yeah, we sort of do the same thing, it's just the view's not as great.
Yeah, so, you know, we've been in an industrial estate while we did the build. This is just a little bit of an extension of that.
Different. It's a little bit nicer. A little bit nicer than Modbury.
Yeah, we still have, obviously, our home, like our bed. We still have our coffee, which we're going to get into right now because it's very needed. And we're so incredibly grateful that Benny from Good Times Garage, which is where we are, has been such a legend and has taken care of us. And yeah, he's been so helpful with this. It's really reassuring when you come across a mechanic that actually cares. So we could not be more grateful and could not recommend him anymore. So that being said, let's make some coffee. Wow. Good coffee. Average view. Not you, Glenn.
Yeah, great. Thanks a lot.
Wow.
Woohoo! Stoked.
Made it to camp. It feels so good to be back on the road. Like, unbelievably good. Took us a long time, and I think we forgot how much driving is involved in being back on the road. And of course in Nigel it was just extra slow. But it feels good. We made it to this free camp, which is right on the beach. It's called Granite's. And yeah, we're just gonna have the slow arvo and make some curry and do nothing. At it. It feels so good.
This is what it's all about.
Man, like back on the road. It just happens to be like a heat wave. We're in Robe and it's notoriously cold, I guess, because we're so far south and it's like mid to high 20s. There was 0 wind this morning, so we had to get out and get a wave.
Yeah, tiny.
A wave, nonetheless, but it was so fun. Like I think, yeah, we're desperate for a wave because it's been months since we've been in the ocean or surfed. But yeah, I don't even care. Like this is incredible. Like, how good is life?
So good. This is what we needed. We really needed this. Just feels so good. It's like everything's right in the world.
Yeah.
Nigel on a beach, beautiful sunny day, little log waves.
Coffee on its way.
Another one. What else to do?
How is this view?
I know.
What?
So nice. Leftover curry for din-dins.
Yep. As if we were on the beach this morning and then here this arvo. Like,
yeah.
I love being on the road if every day looks like this, even though it doesn't.
No, it definitely does not, but we'll take it. Absolutely take it.
Yep. All right. Curry time. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
So the area that we're in now is Port Macdonnell. It's south of Mount Gambier. Trying to think of everything's changing so fast.
Yeah, we've sort of just been boosting, really, haven't we?
Yeah, we're doing this slowly but still quite quickly because we have to be in Melbourne. I know previous episodes we said we had to be in Melbourne for another reason, which failed because the build took a lot longer than expected, but we do actually have to be in Melbourne for another reason now, which we will be able to make.
Thankfully.
I mean, cross our fingers, we aren't there yet, so you never know.
Yeah, go on, Nigel. I have faith.
So, yeah. Got to be there in a few days, so we're doing this coastline quite quickly, but still trying to make the most of it.
We've been lucky. Like, the weather in South Australia has been miserable, as I've made very known in previous episodes. But this is it's like literally a 2-day window of just pristine weather. So we've been so lucky to score it the way it is. So at least we got to enjoy Robe this morning and last night. Near Robe, and then obviously here. Tomorrow morning looks pretty nice as well, where we're looking to boost to Portland.
Yep.
Hopefully get a wave there. I really hope so. And then we've got to brace ourselves for cold weather.
Yeah, it'll be a bit of an adventure, but I think it was good to start the trip again with this kind of weather.
Yeah, a couple of dream days.
Yeah, it really just like got us straight back into it, and why we love being on the road so much. It's just like filled me with so much joy and excitement for this lifestyle. Like, oh, this is why we do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but of course, because like Glenn said, the weather is getting pretty bad, we're just making the most of it now, and then just gonna bunker down
and shoot to Torquay, and then Melbourne, and then who knows. We've got all of December to figure out. But right now, carrying it here.
wild.
We can't believe it. It's a free camp too.
Yeah, so this is 15 minutes outside of Portland. It's a massive area. It looks like it's like it's in a state forest, but yeah, it looks like a national park campground.
It's wild.
It's huge, free, and it allows dogs. So.
And it has toilets.
Yeah.
Like, we're so used to being, like, in the southwest in WA, like, they'd charge $11 a person for a way worse setup than this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm flabbergasted. We can't believe it. It's bloody hot today, though, and it's supposed to get freezing tonight from there onwards, though. So, I think the temperature's dropping from now.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah. Look at us complaining about warm weather. And then we're going to cozy on up, so tonight's going to be a chilly one, and they've got a fire pit in every side as well, so we'll probably get some kindling and some firewood together. We've got soup on the menu. Just cozy on down and keep doing more of a whole lot of nothing and catch up on some sleep and rest and just kind of decompress a little bit.
Yeah, feels good to be out in the woods after time on the coast.
Yeah,
I love this.
We're loving it. These first few days back on the road have been such a pleasure. Alright, that temperature has finally started cooling down, which is a relief. Now, I think so far, it's the one downfall or thing that I hadn't considered in the build. So you would have seen in previous episodes I made the gas cylinder holder that lived like in front of the rear tyre that I was pretty chuffed with. And then I should have researched more, but I didn't even think this was an issue. The length of a hose required for this stove, the maximum length is 1.2 meters. I have seen gas hoses that can go up to like 3 meters, maybe more, and I know you can get ones like made as well. So I just assumed I'd be able to have it stored in the front, run a metal line, braided gas line, then to come out here, and then I'd just have a connection point to plug it into the stove. That is illegal, and I can't actually. I tried to figure it out, and I can't even find the right bits to then draw it together, like to piece it all together, and it would just be more unsafe. So, frustratingly, it has left me with a lovely gas cylinder holder, and now, for the interim, I have to just quickly unclip it. Thankfully, I made it really user-friendly for refills, so I can just unplug it, or like just take the strap off, bring it around here, and plug it in. But the main reason for that was to not have it on either on the roof rack or on the back or anything like that, because I just wanted it hidden. Just so many things you just keep chucking on the outside, particularly four-wheel drives. But there's no other real way around it. I welcome suggestions, but I think I would have already ordered the appropriate things otherwise by then. So we're actually going to end up mounting it on the side of the rooftop tent, because I don't really want to keep cluttering the back here. So, a little frustrating. However, there is a silver linings, because it means that we always travelled with a 4 kilo gas cylinder in vans, and now we've gone to a 2 kilo one. So what we're actually going to do, at least until we figure out a different way to use that storage underneath, is to always carry 2 gas cylinders, unless that gets annoying. So we can always store one in front of the rear wheel, one up top on the side of the tent. So it means if we're going off grid for longer, or we haven't realised we've run out of gas, we can just swap them over, and then next time we go to fill it up, we can just fill the 2 of them up. And then if that becomes stupid, we'll just get rid of one of them. But at least that way we'll still be able to utilise that space. I made it really easy to change, take in and out, so it's not too much of an issue right now. It just means every time I want to cook, I just got to quickly grab it, put it on the floor, and plug it in like that. So, food for thought if you are planning on making a very hidden gas line. I don't know if there are other ways about it, but particularly in like a 4-wheel drive rig, but we'll see. For now, I just got to grab it.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merchant change, but your face remains the same.